Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday the 24th of October. We've got some new mods, we've got some updates, we've got 3 new maps. Giants are putting out blogs, game trailers, fact sheets quicker than I can keep up. The maps today: Lady Hill, Agro, Azores and Harlingen. I'll get onto those as soon as possible. Tomorrow morning, maybe. As far as updates go, the map Gnadental by Iron Thunder. That doesn't say if a new save game is required or not. We've got Altaicher Westerwald by Carla. That says a new save is required. We have got The White Farm by Carla. That says a new save game is required. We've got Oberschwaben by Yogi. That says a new save game is not required. And we've got Somewhere in Lower Bavaria by Paco. That doesn't say. We've got the Rotner F20D by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau. The John Deere 8R South America by Potcake. Now I looked at that and the change log I couldn't find. Is there a change log? Oh yeah, there we go. So I looked down the bottom and I thought, did I review that? I'm sure I have, yeah. Capello Helianthus 5700 by Jack309. The Jackto Tellus 10,000 by Jackto. The Madara Agro RNT series by Eid123. We've got the Namislo Maricel pack by JMZ. The Self Marketing 2.0 by Farmer 5 Tom. The Warehouse pack by Castor DS Agro Service. And the Thuringian Farm set also by Castor DS Agro Service. They've all had updates. In front of me, I have got the Valtra Frontloader attachments. This is by AEN Design, 7.88 megabytes download. Now, this pack does say in the description it's designed to be used with Valtra front loaders. So there are a few different Valtras. Was there one by AEN? I think AEN did their own Valmet, didn't they? Actually, it does in the description list a whole load of bits and bobs, actually. Including stuff by Farmari 99. There's a few Valtras there. However, that being said, they can be used with regular front loaders. So this isn't one from their pack. This is the base game Valtra. That's a standard base game front loader because you do have the option to swap a few things out. So the front loader, where are we? We've got 3 slots, 3 slots, 2 slots and 6 slots on the attachments. 3, 3, 2 and 6. As you can see, this one takes up a little bit more. There's also 2 weights and there's an adapter. The adapter's 2 slots. The weights look like this. There are 2 of them. I've got 1 of them. But the weight doesn't have a 3-point attacher. It requires an attacher on the 3-point to attach the weight to it. Curious combination of possibilities. So, let's have a look. Under front loader tools first. So the VL900 is a 900 litre bucket. It takes pretty much everything. Just there. So I said Valtra if you've got one of the mods from the various different ones that are linked in the description, or we can go with standard front loader. So if you've only got a normal front loader, or you want to use a front loader vehicle, not necessarily front loader arm, that's what you want to use. We've got main colour like that, and then stripes we can change the colour of on that one. That one's the same. This is a 1,500 litre bucket, slightly larger, again with our options for Valtra or front loader. We've then got the Valtra pallet fork. As you can see, free swinging, but once you've got weight on it, it holds it locked in place. Again with our options, and the same with this with regard to colour. And then we've got the open sweeper, the VL240. Same with this, options for attacher, main colour can be changed like that, and then stripes on the sides, a couple of different colours. So that's those. We come out of there and we come down to miscellaneous. That's where you find the 3-point hitch adapter. Just there, and again change the main colour. And then from there, if we go to, where are we? Oh, we're on the right Larona. Weights. So the VL1200 and the VL1400. Main colour, like so, pretty much like all the rest of the stuff. Like that. So these are fairly straightforward. They're buckets. They're not high tip or anything like that, so I've left those alone. Forks work like pallet forks. Like I say, they're free swinging at the top. Once you've got weight on them, they lock into sort of, they sit in place. The sweeper's an interesting one because it does say about going out and sweeping up tyre tracks and roads and that kind of stuff. But so if I raise it up, you get a set. it takes up a little bit of slack there when you go into the ground until it starts lifting the wheels off the floor. So you've got a bit of movement. You can turn on the sweeper so it brushes away from us. We do need a bit of pressure down, I would say. And if we go R1 and right stick side to side, we have got some turn on that, so we can swing our sweeper. And as far as I'm aware, sweepers usually are for, you know, various different things, but they'll sweep up tyre tracks and stuff. I'm not getting that. It doesn't seem to be. So maybe it's just for sweeping up like little bits of crop, and it doesn't seem to be deleting anything, which is what normally happens with these. Unless it is set up to be more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? An immersion type thing, maybe. So let's just detach that. Then we go round to the back, show you what I mean about the weight. So if we lower that down, detach the weight, and then the attacher, so they're separate entities. If you try and hook up the weight with the 3-point link, it won't work unless you've got the attacher. Jeff. There we go, there's our tilt, forwards and backwards. Don't let me get up and down unless you do it. Why is that not moving? It says it is. That's curious, this was working earlier. I've lost the movement. Let's take that off. I've got my forward and backward, but no up and down. Weird. Will it do it now? No. Got my tilt, but no up and down function. How bizarre, that was working. I don't know what's happened there. Curious. Anyway, that's the Valtra front loader attachments by AEN Design. Next, over here, we have got the medium modern Pigsty. This by Dudeek112. It is 15.91 megabytes download, 37 slots, 40,000 to buy. Will hold 90 pigs in a modern medium kind of way, which is kind of what you want. Feed is put in here, bedding is put in here. We've got a couple of doorways we can open into various different areas. We do have lighting. What I do like as well is, well, we've got lights here as well. Do the lights on or off, isn't it? We can open these pens individually if you want to. Again, to add a bit of immersion. When you put your pigs in, it puts them into these pens individually. Now that would be a piece of art, wouldn't it, to have on your wall? Anyway, yeah, so as you can see, they do clip through a little bit. Horrendously so. Dialogue boxes here at the front for around 90. Slurry point is just here at the front. And if you want manure, you have to put the manure in, the manure heap in, and they will produce manure as you, well, so you might expect. I'm going to just close that door so I can get to the light switch there. Outside light switch as well. Build mode, animals, and pigs is where you find it. There you go. There's no colour option on this. You get it just as it is. Normal rotation applies. Sometimes you get mods that only go 90-degree angles, or they rotate about a different axis. This one, fairly standard, and we're good to go. The medium modern Pigsty by Dudeek112. Next we have got, where did I put it? Just here. Let's come around this side. We've got the Krampe BigBody 750S by Ben. It is 15.65 megabytes download, 9 slots. It does have a standard version. The standard version has two different capacities, 20,000 and 37,500, but I'll look in a minute. This one, the Agro technical one, has just the one. You'll see, it all makes sense when we have a look. So, you'll find this under tools and trailers. So while I'm doing this, I was going to say at the start, and I got sidetracked. The thumbnail. It's a difficult one. Do people feel that? Are we getting... I mean, we are getting some good mods now. We are getting good mods now. Of course we are. Are they too late? Are good mods too late now on FS22? I know a lot of people are going to stick on 22. Some people will go on 25 and jump back when it comes out. People have done that from 22 to 19. I've done it from 22 to 17. I've bounced all over the place. But is it too late in a 3-year cycle getting mods just over 2 weeks before the game releases? Are they going to get used enough? Are they going to get enough attention? I don't know, just a curious question I thought I'd ask. So the Michelin Agrotechnica Special looks like that, 37,500 litres. The standard one looks like that. The standard one, if we scroll down, brings us down to capacity. It's on extension at the moment. If we do that, it takes it down to 20,000. So you've got that and that. If we go back up and put it on the Agrotechnica, it loses the option to change the capacity, so it stays at 37,500. We have got Michelin, Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein, and back again. I think Vredestein had more options, but only by one. All the others had standard and wide on that, so you can pick and choose what you like. Standard drawbar, or the drawbar Krone. We have got hydraulic steering, yes or no. So we can add all that on if you wanted that. Equipment, we have got ladder, platform and ladder, and license plate option there as well. Now, something I didn't see. Let me just have a look. L1, R1. So L1, R1, right stick up and down. We have got a bit of movement from the hitch on that. Depends on what vehicle you've got. I don't think we've got an option to adjust the ladder. The ladder stays that length. To be fair, it's not hanging further down than the drawbar anyway. There's no options on this one to adjust the sides either. We can't open them or anything like that. But what it does have, I'm on tip side left at the moment. So it's tip side back, tip side left, tip side grain door. Lighting, indicators, nice smooth unload animation, doors open, whole thing tips up. Oh, very lovely! Can't go wrong with that. It looks good too. We'll just switch it to back. Should we do grain door? It's those little features, look, watch this. But it winds the handle first. That's all got to be scripted, that's all got to be done, that's all got to be set up so it works. We get into the habit of taking these sorts of things for granted. Anyway, Krampe BigBody 750S by Ben. Next, we have this, and this is a representative of two. This is the John Deere CF pack by Dince. 11.7 megabytes download, 7 slots and 8 slots, one's 9 metre, one's 12 metre. These are corn headers, foldable as you can see. These are a newer generation of corn headers. Obviously, in game they don't necessarily do all the things it says in the description, but they are modern versions of. There's no header trailers that come with this, it's just the two headers in this pack. If we go to our corn headers, so we've got the C12F and the C16F, 97,500, 127,000. I think I went for the 12 metre, pretty sure I did. Options on both of these. We've got attacher for the X series harvesters or the S series harvester. Turn signals, they're on the header. Main colour, plastic green or metallic green. Let's change that so we can see it. So a more flat plasticky or a more metallic gloss paint look. Design, this is for your ends of your snoots. If you're feeling a little bit snooty, let me just double check this one. This was X and S as well, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Options the same as the previous one. So what we will do, let's unfold. Lovely, smooth, neat animation with great sound effects. Turn it on. Everything moving as it should. Stalk stompers underneath, maybe you can see those. See if I was going in a straight line, wouldn't it? Probably should have had it work, but that's alright. In cab. This is not the harvester we're looking at, I'm just looking to see how the stalks come into the header. Pretty cool. And down the throat. So there we go. That's the John Deere CF pack by Dince. Next, we've got these. This is the Forit RS09 by Grabfeldschmiede. 31.97 megabytes download. We've got the vehicle itself just here. We've got 3 of them, which is 9 slots. We've got the front loader, which I've got 2 of, one here and one over there, as you can see there. The front loader is 2 slots. Then we've got front loader tools, 1, 1 and 2 slots. There are 2 buckets. There's a wider one. There's this one which is narrow, more of a shovelly bucket. And then we've got a manure fork just there. Those, like I say, 1, 1 and 2. We've got a mower, which is just round here. The mower is 4 slots. And the actual... of course I didn't write it down. Brilliant. Then we've got the deck here. That can be in bale trailer configuration, which I've got it in a moment, which has straps, or it has a capacity, but we'll have a look at those in a moment. I have a problem. Now, I don't know what's caused it, and this has happened once before with another tractor. It might have happened more than once. This is supposed to go at 13 miles an hour. I can't get it to go above 4. I've tried everything. I thought maybe it's stuck in manual, but I don't know why it would be stuck in manual. I tried changing gear. I just can't get it to go above 4 miles an hour, which is really bizarre. Potentially, if I saved the game, came out, came back in again, maybe it would. I don't know, but as it stands at the moment, it's not going above 4. So, let's have a look, first of all, then. Under vehicles and small tractors is where you'll find the RS09. 10 grand is what it will cost you, 18 horsepower. We've got wheel setup standard. So we go front weights, wheel weights, they put them inside. You notice there, if we take this off and put them on, inside the hubs, not outside. We've then got wheel weights rear, and then we can have wheel weights, which does rear and front. And then we have rear twin. The rear twin keeps the wheel weight. Does it inside there? Can't tell. Maybe it doesn't, no. It takes the wheel weights off the front. So if you have the rear wheel, rear twins, it takes the weights off, so it depends whether you're going for weights or rear wheel. That's up to you. Cabin, yes or no? I want to say cabin. I mean, I suppose it is. It's rollover protection, really. A bit of sunshade, a bit of protection from things, debris, a bit of debris or whatever it might come into sides. Base frame, anything on this pallet, so you can make these into, you know, whatever manufacturer you want. I think I went one Fendt, I went one case, and I think the other one I went for a light blue, so it's more like a Fortschritt colour, like that. Rim colour, again, anything on that pallet, and then license plate option on there as well. If we come out from there, go to our tools and equipment. If I go to trailers, the KA1, there it is. So 1,600 litre capacity or bale trailer. I went for bale trailer, but like I say, that's got a capacity. Again, base frame, mix and match with whatever you've gone for. You know, if you've gone for John Deere, if you've gone for Fendt, whatever it might be, that's up to you. If we come out of there and we go to our front loaders, there it is, 2,000 to buy that saw. Again, colour options, mix and match for whatever you want to do. So that's the front loader that comes with it. We go from there and we go to our front loader tools. There we have our universal bucket. That's the one I haven't got out. 400 litre. The second universal bucket, 250 litre. Then we've got the manure fork at 500 litre. Again, colour options on these. The one that doesn't have a colour option is the manure fork. That is black. That's how you get it. And we come out of there and we go to our mowers. And there's our mower. The E143, 2,100 to buy, 5 horsepower required for that. It's only 1.5 metres, but it does the job. And again, colour option, mix and match. So, what we'll do, to attach the mower, now you can attach the mower when you've got a thing on the front, which I have done, but you lift it up, slide it under, and then it'll give us the option to attach it. We can unfold the mower. Now this is where it gets interesting, because it only goes to there. And then we go R1 and we tilt it, but it still doesn't go flat with the ground. I've got no other option on that. That's as close to the ground as it goes. If I turn it on now, it will do its cutting. There you go, look. And what are we doing? 9 miles an hour. I could not get this thing to go above 4. What? Each one of these, when I bought it out from the store, it took ages at 4. Sorry, that was a bit loud there. I'm getting a bit hyperactive. It took ages. I was so annoyed with it. How frustrating. Anyway, it's about right though, isn't it? No, we're stuck again. What is going on? That won't go above 4. How odd was that? Right, let's do that. So you can, I mean, it touches right up against it. Tension straps. We have lights on the front section as well. Horn. I say in cab. In cab looks like this. Very nice indeed. Let's try this again. How bizarre is that? Okay. And then we've got our... I mean, the front loaders are going to be the same. Like I say, just got one fent. That one I went for the wheel weights, front and rear. Oh, maybe it just went rear. I thought it went all round. Never mind. And this one. Come on, you know you want to go above 4 miles an hour. Okay, I'll loader up. Move that one up. It's got quite a good reach on, actually. I don't understand. I do not understand. Right. And that's it without the cab on. I'm having a mare! Anyway, that's the Fortschritt RS09 by Grabfeldschmiede. We're going to come back to that in a moment because we've got another one by Grabfeldschmiede, another Fortschritt. Let's have a look. And it's here. This is the Fortschritt A215. 14.97 megabytes download, 10 slots, 9 meters wide. Now this, we've had modded ones before where you get a carriage and you get cultivators, plows, some seeders, and you have to slot them into place and it was quite tricky getting it lined up. This is a kind of built-in all-in-one. So it does have the chassis, it does have 3 separate seeders. This comes as one big bulk lot, so you haven't got to muck around with that too much, which is quite handy. This you will find under seeders. Right there, 25 grand for a 9 meter seeder, which is pretty good. 1,050 litres of tank. We've got wheel setup standard or tread tyres. We've got rim colour. No, what's going on there? Oh, there you go. Red, yellow, white, light green. Back to red again. Let's go with white, for example. Main colour does all of that. The frame and chassis. Design colour does the seeders. Like that. And then rim colour will change your rims on the back. If you want to change those as well. Those are our options. So, what's very cool is you transport it to the field like this. Cover open. Like that. And the seed goes in. We detach. Like so. And then... Ah, did I not unfold it? Of course I didn't unfold it. Why would have I unfolded it? Why would I have done it in the correct order of operation? Let's try that again. Right, unfold the seeder. When you unfold the seeder, it does that. Links that up. Now we detach. There we go. I haven't run this yet. Now this is not a direct drill. So that's something to bear in mind. We hook up now, and what we can do is under R1 and right stick up and down, we can then fold this bit away. So that bit goes up out the way. But then when you're ready to go off the field, make sure to fold that back down again before you disappear. Now, L1, R1, and that, if I go like that, we swing our ridge markers out. So these are kind of manual. We have to swing those out first before we can operate them. You might not want them, in which case put them back. Ridge markers. That one goes down. I hope this works. Push it again. Come on. Why is it not going? There we go. That one's going down. You might have to do R1 and try and up on the D-pad a couple of times. And then, like I say, if you don't want to use them, that's fine. We can just put them away. Like that. Now, this doesn't... require turning on. What you do have to do is lower the whole unit down. So if you lower it, the whole lot drops like that. And what should happen now, there we go. Off we go, and we are seeding. It's pretty cool, that. For a 9 meter seeder, for the price, you can't really go wrong. I keep going to turn it off. Lift seeder, there we go. And making sure, if we are going to, that we fold that back down. So you can put that into position wherever you want it to be, like that. We detach ourselves, and we are good to go. Hook it up, fold it up, and off the field. Like that. Jobbed. That's the Forit A215 by Grabfeldschmiede, which brings me right alongside. Look at this. Haha! The Stara Prima 4590 by Agro Tonho. There are two. There are 11 slots each, 13.36 megabytes download. They are direct drills, and this also comes with a hitch, a separate hitch option, because you can take it to the field just like this without a hitch. It's not overly wide if you want to, or you can turn it sideways and you can attach the hitch and you can take it along to the field in that direction. That I'm having a couple of issues with, a couple of problems with. The two different options are, if you go for ridge markers, you've got one which is automatic and one which is manual. A manual. So, actually what I will do, let's disconnect from that. Bring that there. Got so much to get done. So there's the attacher. Right. Nice, now that should lower, there we go, into place, ready to hook up to that. So, we get it as it is, we attach our attacher, we've got some options here, let's get this right. So, we want to, so those go down like that, and then I think it's that folds up. But, here's the thing, go back to that, and we lift it. Now I don't know if our thing's too high, because if you notice now, it should be sat straight, but it's not. And what I found was when I was driving out to the field, if I went round a left turn, the whole lot, because it's sitting at a funny angle like that, moved. Now I was trying to work out whether or not that's for our, if we got manual adjustment of our ridge markers, but I can't work out another way of adjusting that, because I thought maybe I've got it, I haven't quite got it right. That's for that. No, it's weird, and yeah, it doesn't seem to sit right, and I'm not quite sure why. I'll put that back down again. Then what we'll do is we will lower that onto its wheels, and we will detach that like that. I'll drop that attachment off, and then we're ready to seed. So as you saw with this one, this is the manual ridge markers. Let's hook up to that just so you can see the difference with this one. This has got the automatic ridge markers, so when, as far as ridge markers go, if I press up on the D-pad, just that one, then that one, then back again. So no manual operation of those, that's automatic. That's the difference between the two. So these you will find also under seeders. So there's your automatic, and there's your manual. Other than that, 4.8 meters, 132 horsepower required. It takes seed and fertilizer. Both are identical other than that. So options, we have got Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Trelleborg, Vredestein, back again. So that's in standard configuration, take it out to the field as it is. But on each of these we've got the option for inverted tyre. We've then got inverted tyre with transport mode. So transport mode adds those wheels on and it puts the attacher on the hub. So if you don't want to do that, you haven't got to go for that mode. You've then got transport mode and inverted hub, and then back again. So it's up to you. Then markers standard or markers. So if you don't want ridge markers at all, you haven't got to have ridge markers. But this one would be the manual, the other one's the automatic, and the options are the same on both. Pretty standard. Let's say standard. Pretty normal was the word I was going to say. Open cover. So it's the seed cover first, closes that, and it opens up the fertilizer cover. Press it again, and it will close them both away. And then it's a case of turn on, drop down, and away you go. Obviously, L1 didn't show on the other one, but L1 and triangle. You can change our crop type. And what you also see, we start this up and drop it down because this is direct drill. This field next to us that has been mulched but nothing else, we can seed directly into a mulched field with no need for ploughing or cultivating. Nice bit of movement on that. a lot of flexibility over the ground. I love the fact, yeah, look at that, the way that's following the contours of the ground. That's really nicely done. So with this one, it's one of those ones you can go as basic or as complicated as you want to go with it. You don't have to go complicated, it's entirely up to you. That's the Stara Prima 4590 by Agro Tonho. Disconnect that. Next we've got, oh actually I've already got a tractor on it, so that's pretty good. Let's get ready for the next one. Put that on there. So what we've got just here is this. This is the Lizard Frost 2.5 meter by qwertyPL, 6.12 megabytes download, 4 slots, 2.5 meters wide, of cultivating goodness. A few options on this. You see all the bits that are silver, metallic-y. Got options on those. I'm not sure if we've got an option for winding this one. I don't think we have. Under cultivators, there we have it. The Frost 2.5, 75 horsepower required. Options, we've got wheel settings 1 and 2. We've got stickers 1 and 2, so slightly worn. Coulters, straight or duck feet, however you refer to those. Goose feet. Main colour, we can change, so we can go for a darker or lighter blue if you want to. Next design colour does the coulters. Let's go for a shiny silver, look at that. Then the back, the bits that are metal on there, hang on. We can change the design colour of that, so to have a different silver, we can make them blue if you want to. Hang on. Where are we? What changed there? I thought it was that back section. Is it the springs? Oh, there's a few different bits there. Yeah, the inner screws on the adjustment. Oh, that's what changed. I thought it was the back bar. Sorry. Well, at least we found it. That's the main thing. There we go. So, let's jump in and double check our settings. L1, R1, L1, R1. That's for... That didn't change anything, did it? No. That one does the rear window on the tractor, so that's not that. This is just simple drop and go. Not a shallow cultivator, as you can see. And if it's bringing up stones, it should bring up small stones. We'll double check that, just to make sure we know what's what. There we go. Stones coming up. 2.5 meter cultivator, the Lizard Frost 2.5 by qwertyPL. Next we've got this. Well there's two actually. This is the Disc Cultivator KD4 by Kalderone and Tomas Yakowych. 22.42 megabytes download, 8 slots, 4 meters wide. We've got one which says it's a cultivator or disc harrow, and the other one that says mulcher. A couple of options on those as well. So we'll start with the disc harrow option, which is out there on the end, 13,809. That's all. So disc cultivator, mulcher. I've gone for one of each so we can try them both out. We've got Mitis, Trelleborg. Oh, just those two. Just the two. We've got stickers, yes and no. Stickers are quite small, but yes or no. Design, standard, or design 1. So standard has the warning squares all the way around. Design 1 has them without. So standard, design 1. Main colour, anything on this palette at all. Does all that. And rim colour. Let's go blue. Changes the rim colour. Nice and straightforward. So, this one, we do have an option though. See the bar at the front here? We can adjust this bar so we can adjust the tilt, the angle of the dangle, which is quite nice. So if I go R1 and right stick up and down, is that one? No. L1 and L1, R1 and right stick up and down. See that moving now? So we've got adjustment in that. It's moving at the hinge, so we've got some tilt. Like that. Drop it down. So, shallow cultivator, as you can see. So if I go across the crop, it's going to cultivate it. But it's shallow. I mean, technically it's doing the same. It'll do the same thing anyway, won't it? Because we are shallow cultivating, but we are, well, I suppose it depends. If you want to get the bonus for mulching, then you want a mulcher, not a cultivator. If we go across here, we should... That's a nice sound as well to that. There we go. So we're getting out disc harrowed look. You see there, following on behind us. Very nice. What I'm going to do now, raise up, disconnect it, Let's try the mulcher. Difference should be with the mulcher, when we go across the normal ground, we shouldn't get anything happen, I think. I hope I'm right. There we go. It's a different look, isn't it? It's much lighter when you mulch. So there you go. That's it in the mulch configuration. 12 miles an hour. Not too slow actually for a bit of mulching. And that, just to show you, when we go over here, it shouldn't do anything. There you go. Nothing's happening. No sound. So that's the difference between the two. The disc harrow and the mulch version of the disc cultivator KD4 by Kalderone and Tomas Yakowych. Next, we're back over to this. This is the Big M450 animated by Just Farming. 15.89 megabytes download, 21 slots. Nice. A few different options for colour, because that's not your standard colour configuration, and you can go bonkers with this. I went kind of standard, just mixed them around. I've gone for a darker grey and I've put the different ways around. I could have gone pink if I wanted to. But there's a few different options as well for adjustment of various different things. You'll see momentarily, but there's something I want to test on this as well to see if it still does it with this one. If we go to our mowers, so the standard Big M is 380 grand. This one's only 350 for the base model. Not bad. Both 449 horsepower. This one, slot count of 21, comes down to 1. Still 10 metres. There you go. That's what it looks like standard. So we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. No options within those. We've got without fender on the back or with. The standard one comes with, so I went without, but you can have it with if you want to. We've got without decoration. We can have an extra ladder. We can have a trash can inside the cab. We can have trash can and ladder, so you can get out with your trash really quickly. We've then got main colour, so this is where, like I say, you can go however you want with this. Design colour, let's change that to, let's go with something that's going to stand out against the pink. Oof, oof. And then cover colours, let's go with, I don't know, blue. Yuck, that's revolting. But just to give you the idea of what parts will change colour, and you can play around with that. Licensed plate option on there as well. So let's jump in here. We have got, at the moment, we're on control group mirror. We come inside the vehicle. I hope I get this right. L1 and right stick side to side does that mirror in front of us above the cab window. So we can adjust that to whatever position we need it in, like that. R1, we've got right stick side to side does that mirror. Right stick up and down does that set of mirrors. And L1, R1 didn't do anything. Right, and then we swap now from control group mirror to steering wheel. R1, right stick up and down, adjust the steering wheel up and down like that. L1 and right stick side to side opens and closes the door. Then L1, R1 again didn't do anything, I don't think. No, I think we're good. Now we press it again. We're on to seat. So this one was R1, right stick up and down. Oh, that does the back of the seat, doesn't it? Which you can only really see from the outside. It doesn't adjust you when you're inside, but from outside you can see the seat adjusting like that. There we go. Let's go back inside. L1 and right stick side to side raises and lowers the seat with the armrest as well. Again, from outside you can see it a bit better like that. Then L1, R1 again, I think was nothing. Then we go to the next one. Armrests. We had, where are we moving? So that moves that. Tilts it. You see the armrest tilting and swinging side to side. So we can move both of those in that configuration. And then R1 and right stick up and down moves that one just there. Press it again. We're on to exterior, and this was just the rear. We can open the rear section up on this if we want to. L1 and right stick side to side. There you go. Biggest then, as far as I can tell, R1, L1, R1. Nope, so it's just those. And we come back to mirrors again. Let's unfold this, shall we? Lights, beacons. So when we're in this position, we get our work mode as the standard one does. So we got, at the moment we're on swath dropping, left swath, right swath, wide spreading, back to swath, turn it on, drop it down, and as we drive forward it should lower the mowers to where we started. There we go. It was Barris that tipped me off to that one. I didn't know that was a thing. Now what I'm going to do, L1 and double tap X. Does still do it? Cool. So if once you're doing it, some mods used to do this. I'm going to get a massive pile in a minute, aren't I? It's because something, there we go, something was obviously placed there. So if you didn't know that, if you've been using the standard one and it works for this modded one as well, let's just raise those mowers up. Turn up for a second. Right, so if I start up again, I'll fold it, sorry. Start up again, drop the mowers down. So it will mow at 15 miles an hour normal. This one's going at 12. I'm sure it's supposed to go up to 15. There we go, 15 miles an hour. But you can trick it into thinking it's raised. So L1, if I double click quite quickly, X, it lifts the front mower up but not the rest, and then it will go to the full speed of the mower. There you go. Top tips and tricks, people. Top tips and tricks. You might already know that. If you did, that's great. If you didn't know that, you've learned something new with just 2 weeks to go before the new version of the game comes out. How very helpful. I'm sure I've talked about that before. Anywho, that's that. That's the big M450 animated by Just Farming, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, and it's this pack here. This is the Claas Lexion 500 series by Eid123. It is 110.49 megabytes download. The two harvesters are 16 and 20 slots respectively, the smaller one and the slightly larger one. We've got two header trailers, one is 4 slots, one is 3 slots. Weirdly, the opposite way around to what you might think. The longer one is 3 slots and the short one was 4, if I recall correctly, when I wrote these down. And then we have got 4 headers. The headers are 10 slots, 10 slots, 10 slots and 11 slots, so not too much difference between them. These are nicely made models with a nice selection of options on them. Nicely made set of headers going from 6 metre up to 9 metre? Is it 12? It might be 9. Well, we're going to see in a moment anyway. The smaller version doesn't have the option for tracks, the larger version does, the Terra track. So let's get through because I've got a lot to show you on these. So, under harvesters. We've got the 510, 560, the 570, 580. 195 grand, 220 grand for the base models respectively. So this one we start off with a 6,300 litre tank, 232 horsepower. We then go to 272 horsepower, 7,800 litre tank. We then go 380 horsepower, 9,600 litre tank. 320 horsepower, still stays at 9,600 but extended the pipe on that. Go from that one to that one, you know, there you go. But the capacity stays the same. Then we go to 346 horsepower, 10,500 litre tank, 380 horsepower, 11,500 litre tank, and that's the 560. That's as big as that goes. We've got wheel brand, we've got Trelleborg, BKT, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Vredestein, Trelleborg. And we run through some different options. I'm not going to go through all tyre options. Those are the manufacturers. There are a few different tyre options to choose from in each. Like I say, don't have the tracked option on this one. Then on this one, on the back, we've got the option for chaff blower, yes or no, and license plate. We then go on to the Lexion 570, 580, and it is just the 570, 580. We've got the option of 11,500 litre tank, 448 horsepower, or 423 horsepower. So 448. That's curious. 448 horsepower on the 570. 423, so it's less horsepower, but more money for the 580. Really? That doesn't seem right. 570, 580. Weird. Okay. So then, tyre brand, wheel brands: Trelleborg, BKT, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Vredestein. Back again. So I'm going to show you on the Trelleborg, but then, like I say, the other ones are available too. Another option. So, straw chopper model. On this one we've got old and we've got new. Fancy with the new one. Cooling radiator covers become standard like that. Option 1, option 2, back to standard. We've got chaff blower, yes or no. Puts that inside. Extra protection, puts stuff around the back there to protect all the choppers and all the goodness so we don't get damaged. And license plate option on there as well. That's those. Then we go to our headers. So we start with the Vario V600 Gen 2, 12 grand. at 6 metre, 6.6 metre for the Gen 2 V660. We've got the V750 at 7.5 metre and the V900 at 9 metre. So 12 grand, 15 grand, 22 grand and 30 grand. So not too expensive with the headers, to be fair. Options are identical on all of them, so I'll show you on one. Doesn't matter, the 750 for example. You've got standard, we've got the laser sensor pilot, and then we've got real small, so this is in the middle, this is the bar in the middle, or big, chunky boy if you don't want to damage that. Those are the options on those. We come out of there and we go to our header trailers. There we are, the V600 to V750, so depending on what ones you want. On this one, so that's for the smaller, and then for the 750 we've got a bit of an extension on that as well. You have Claas green, or Claas grey, rim colour, any one of those. Like that. And then this one stays as it is, just for the larger headers. We've got a colour on it, a rim colour option, and then license plate option on there too. So what we'll do, I'll disconnect the header, not the header trailer was what I was going to do. Unfold on this is pretty cool as well, so let's unfold the harvester. It's really nicely made. The fidelity is very good. Pipe out. Lights. There's no light on the pipe on this one. Around the back, if we enable or disable straw swath, this is quite good on the back of this, so let's enable or disable it. Look, I like the animation on that. Sometimes you don't get anything at all. That's pretty cool, like that. If we switch to our reel at the front, we have got our up and down and forwards and backwards of our reel, so adjustment for a bit of immersion if you want it. Bring the pipe back in. There's no doors or windows or anything like that. Interior, nice and neat. Have I mentioned? I haven't mentioned on the mod review yet, have I? Well, when I was at the case, the event for Farming Simulator 25 that Giants held, we were at case in America. I drove a harvester. And I'll be honest, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It's literally that lever, just push it forward and away you go. Obviously you can set your gears and speed up and that kind of stuff, but it was just like that. Let's turn this on. It does sound good from outside as well. It's not bad with this. I like it. Nice bit of bounce in the seat. It's a nice pack with some cool stuff in it. Nice smooth animations on all of it. That's very cool. Whoa, bit of bounce there, and then what we'll do, let's jump in the large one. Again, no doors or windows on this. Let's disconnect, squeeze around, pick up the header. Let's unfold it while we're going round. There you go. Same options for our pipe. Raise and lower of our header. Adjustment of the reel. In, out, up and down. Pipe back in. Interior of the cab. Very nice. There no doors or windows, was there? Don't think so. Let's come to the back of this one. I think it was the same. Let's double check this for enable or disable straw swath. There we go, yeah. We shall finish off on the field. Like I said, 3 maps I will get onto as soon as I possibly can. What time now is getting on? It might not be till tomorrow morning. We shall see, but I will get onto them, I promise. I've still got a couple from last week, so I will do those retrospectively at some point as well. I hope. Oh, 7 miles now. It's going a bit of a lick in it. It's not hanging about. It seems a lot faster, which is bizarre. It's only 1 mile an hour, but it does seem a lot faster. That's the Claas Lexion 500 series by Eid123. That's it for the mods for Thursday, the 24th of October. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.